Some potential merger news in the energy sector. Reports say Constellation Energy is in advanced talks to acquire energy generator Calpine for around $30 billion. Meantime, natural gas prices are popping again as cold weather grips the eastern U.S. Investors also weighing uncertainty in energy production after President-elect Trump promised to do away with the Biden administration's offshore oil and gas development ban. And joining us now is Bill Perkins. He's CEO and president at Skylar Capital Management. Bill, it's great to have you on. Happy New Year. Man.
Happy New Year. Great to be back.
Nat gas, it has just been ripping. It was one of the best performing assets. Yeah, it was one of the best performing assets for the past 12 months.
Yeah, we finally got some cold weather. The producers showed some discipline cutting back supplies, and we didn't get into a containment situation until November where there was some warm weather. But with the cold weather, that really means a lot to producers, not just for winter pricing, but for the entire injection season. That makes a lot more space for gas to go into the ground, so we're less worried about prices dropping precipitously. That should improve their cash flows and their ability to grow production into the year.
Okay. How much of this now hinges on weather and that drawdown on supply that's in storage? How much of this is tied to policies with the new administration coming in and potentially more LNG exports, especially as in Europe we're seeing some changes with the Ukraine-Russia LNG deal going away?
In the short term and intermediate term, it's all about the weather. So the market's been chopping around with each run of the weather models. The AI models now go out 20 days, and so it's been pretty exciting in the front. A little bit longer term, policy starts to matter, infrastructure starts to matter. These LNG export facilities ramping up, whether they ramp up on time or early. We're hearing reports of Plaquemines facility 2 months earlier than expected. That adds to the demand picture. And of course, you mentioned about Calpine being bought by Constellation. That's all on the AI data-driven demand that's out there. Electricity demand is skyrocketing. Much more bullish than anticipated 12 months ago, 6 months ago. And it seems insatiable right now. And so people are looking to take advantage of that. And so longer term policy, infrastructure matters more.
So, yeah, Bill, talk to me about policy. President-elect Trump has been promising to boost energy supply as a way to reduce inflation. Is that a threat to energy prices? How do you factor it in?
Well, I mean, if you remove the barrier to access, usually on federal lands, speed up permitting, a lot of it's just delay with permitting reform on federal lands. And over the longer term, producers will respond to that and we'll have a much more supply, and that will be bearish signal for longer term prices. It takes quite a bit to ramp up a drilling program. So I wouldn't expect that to affect things in the coming year, but perhaps 26, 27, 28, we can see a slightly more robust supply picture.
Now, what about M&A? A lot of industries getting excited about the prospect of the I guess, limits coming off on that in energy besides this Calpine thing that we're hearing about today. Should we expect a lot more of that?
Yeah, we expect, especially in the Permian, there's some good producers there with great acreage. Efficiency of drilling is going up, and access to the market. We're seeing new pipelines come out of there that are removing bottlenecks. There's a macro story of electricity demand going on that's going to play out over several years unless that bursts somehow. And so I would expect some of the larger players to look for strategic acquisitions in the electricity side, generation side, and also on the fuel production side.
How important is nat gas going to be as this bridge fuel toward nuclear, toward some of these other alternative and sustainable energy sources that have been talked about but haven't been realized in a meaningful way yet?
Yeah, I think it's going to be very important, and it has been very important. Our emissions in terms of CO2 or particulate or any type of pollution per megawatt generated and on an absolute level have gone down largely in part because of the efficiency of natural gas generation and the lower polluting of natural gas. We've pretty much destroyed the amount of coal burned in this country, and it's done wonderful things for people's life expectancy and health and clean air. And so we have this abundant resource called natural gas here in the United States of America, loosening regulations, encouraging drilling And over here, it's the most environmental drilling you're going to have as opposed to overseas. And so I think it's extremely important in the interim.